Welcome in. And Andy has changed his color here. Interesting. Going for green here. Blending in on the map. I always hate to see that. But welcome in. We've got Andy versus Margougou Game 2 on Enclosed, which is a very fun map. We've seen some very interesting ends to these Enclosed games, including petards into the base for King Snipe. We've apparently, I have not seen this, but Otter has, siege tower into the base for King Snipes. And Andy is going in heavy into Margougou's base. Hold on a minute. Gets hit a little bit by the TC there. What is he doing here? Is this accidental? Margougou's going to try and block with the king and then get hits with the scout. The king is faster than the scout in the Dark Age. Not by a lot, but by a bit. For a second, I thought he was going to start trying to snipe Water Buffalo, but I guess he just accidentally pathed into the base. All right, we've got Teutons here for Andy. It is the Portuguese for Margougou. Teutons probably picked here for a tower rush, right? I mean, it worked out last game for Andy. Did a lot of damage with that Korean tower rush, so he can kind of run it back here with the Teutons. Kind of surprised we're seeing the Portuguese here. Okay, they're both laughing after finally that scout gets away. I really expected to see Portuguese on a hybrid map, but I guess there are other plans. And he's pushing in deer with the king here. And I think Margougou is doing the same back at home. Portuguese are fine here, by the way. They're not a bad civ here, by any means. Portuguese are basically top tier on any map. I was just expecting them to be picked elsewhere, but they're still A-okay here. I think long-term, Portuguese should feel quite good against the Teutons in a regular game. So we'll see how this actually progresses, but... Okay, Andy's scouting with his king here, which is fine in the Dark Age. Looking like a very fast feudal build, if I had to guess here. So I do anticipate a tower rush here for Andy. As Margougou is also doing the same thing. As far as feudal age timing, I don't think it's going to be a tower rush though. So we'll see what the game plan is here for Margougou. All right, deer has been pushed. A lot of scouting happening here for Andy. And Margougou clicks up first. It's actually 19 villager up for Andy, so it's not as fast as I thought he might push it. I guess he was late pushing in the deer, maybe? Did that affect his timing? Did he have to take an extra water buffalo? He did. All right, so Margougou's going to be up first. He's going out to gold, so it's going to be an archer opening. And do we see a tower rush or not here for Andy? It's a little late, I think, for what I... Especially just given he doesn't have the villagers even going forward yet, right? Okay, maybe not. He's going to stone. Feels like you already want the villagers to be on their way at this stage, but... What do I know? Alright. Margougou's going to hit the feudal age here. And he's going to put down the archery range as soon as he can afford it. Wood eco is a little bit strained here. He also gets loom. Very important. Both players went up without loom. And, well, here we go. If Margougou had any hesitation about what Andy was going for, that has now been elucidated. He's going to try and snipe the scout here with his slightly faster feudal timing, and the scout is very weak for Andy. Alright, we're going to have to get our boxing gloves on here, guys. And he did send a lot of villagers forward. He is the Teuton, so he can double garrison the tower, right? But Margougou has also sent a lot of villagers. Margougou has sent 9 villagers to deal with this. Andy is a really good Vil fighter, or at least I usually think of him that way. Don't know about Margougou. This is not a great fight for Andy, though. He loses a villager. Where did these other vills go? Okay, they're chasing down a weak one. Still having the scout alive is also really nice for Margougou here. This was a disaster for Andy. This was a huge disaster for Andy. Okay, the scout's almost dead, though, so as long as Andy doesn't lose another random villager to this stupid scout, it's fine. Okay, Margougou has to go back here. These villas, there's way too many villas chasing this. It's really not good to have 8 villagers halfway across the map not taking resources, but maybe they can drop a tower, who knows? He sends everybody back, okay. Not a great start for Andy. He lost 2 villagers there, and also obviously had a ton of idle time, though I suppose Margougou has now matched the idle time, at least. Going for an archery range here is Andy, probably just for skirms, to deal with the archers from Margougou. Berries are going to start to be threatened here, though. Margougou's king is chilling out, overseeing the ox taking here. Fluttering the cape in the breeze, very nice. And Andy's king is over this way. He's about to run into this archer. Which is going to be interesting. Is he going to block? There's no way he tries to block this archer with the king. Get out of here. Actually get out of here, though. Andy? Hello? Andy? Are we paying attention? Bro. Blocking is not the way here. This archer is doing 4 damage per shot to the king. Okay, I guess he's going to kill the archer, but the king is down to 31 HP now. Which is fine if it doesn't take another fight. One more fight could get real awkward here, though, for Andy. On the other side, Skirmisher is pushing the archers back towards Margougou's base. No upgrades for Andy, though. Fletching on the archers for Margougou, so Margougou can actually kind of take a fight here. A little bit. Okay, you got a micro, though. You can't just take it straight up. Spearman fighting a Komodo dragon. Yeah, not the best fight for Margougou. Just trading numbers, but obviously that's better for the trash unit, right? Okay, Andy returns home with the king. I think full walls now maybe are necessary. Because we're very close to death now. Okay, nice scout. Added in here. This is another reason we probably need walls, is because, oh god, he's going for more. Okay, I mean, Andy has tons of stone now. He never did make a single tower, and he's been on stone with these 2 vills for pretty much all of Feudal Age. So we need more towers. We're sending 10 villagers, the full 10, forward. Margougou has scouts here, killing skirms. So once again, he should see this happening. Surely he saw those villagers, right? Maybe not. Okay. Archers sniping down spears so that the scouts can engage on the skirms. And well, here's technically the first tower of the game for Andy. Gonna be trying to deny the gold. Where's another gold? Ooh, that's actually pretty rough gold placements for Margougou. He's gonna have to come all the way out here for another gold. That feels very far away. Usually there's another one like in here somewhere. Second tower follows that up immediately. It's going to push Margougou off the berries. There's not a ton of berries left anyway, but... Hey, this villager is maybe being a little too aggro. She's gonna die. Market is going to complete here for Margougou. Okay. King for Margougou is hanging out. Or, no, never mind. King is on the move here for Margougou. So apparently he doesn't think he can defend against this push. He's heading on out. His vills are heading over to this stone. He's already on this stone. I don't know. He might have intended to go to the gold here. I don't know if you need that much. I guess he's up to castle age, so a couple castles would go pretty hard for Margougou. Yeah, he meant to go on the gold here. Okay, we've got archers and scouts heading around the right side of the map. The king is going to head to the corner. And Andy probably thinking about castle age here pretty soon. He's going to get the marketplace up. He's heavy on gold. He's got plenty of stone as well. If he wants to sell some of that, he can probably click up here immediately, depending on how hard he wants to hit this market. Okay, he sells a little stone. Andy knocking on the main base, but the king is no longer here. Castle age a minute 15 away from Margougou as Andy clicks up. So it's over a minute behind here for Andy as the scouts and archers arrive. We are fully walled, importantly here for Andy. King is still weak back here. You can heal your king with monks as the stone villagers go down. So Eco KD is now 5-0 in Margougou's advantage. Tower Rush, I mean, it knocked him off some resources temporarily, but it feels like the Tower Rush really did not do that much damage here. The biggest thing it did was make the king evacuate the base. But I don't know if Andy's going to be looking for that over there or not. Castle Age comes in for Margougou. Castle's going to go... Are we going forward with this? Okay, who needs this gold? Andy was anticipating the castle drop here, that's why he's building another tower. But who needs gold when you've got a castle in your opponent's face? Andy does find the gold villagers back here, which is unfortunate. Oh boy, okay, there it goes. Gotta get off the foundation, archers. Archers! Get out of there! And... I mean, the king's in here, right? Depending on how close of attention Margougou is paying, it might not be able to escape as Andy buys himself a castle. I'm pretty sure he had to buy 300 or 400 stone for this. But probably necessary. Both castles should complete. Which is still going to be annoying for Andy to have this castle right up in his face. Elsewhere, tower made here by Margougou to defend what used to be a stone pile. There's still 90 there, I guess, but a tower here probably would also be pretty good. Because that's the only gold Margougou has right now. He's going to go to gold here. Okay. King is really wedged in the corner over here for Margougou. We're going for rams in the back of Andy's base. At a certain point here too, right? A tower here could get pivotal damage on the king if you're Margougou. I don't think he can see how close he is chopped yet, but little more chopping, like a town watch upgrade. Could be possible. Andy's coming out with the ram. He also has a petard inside his castle. Organ guns do very minimal damage to the rams. Going to be a mangonel here. The eco is abysmal for Andy. It's got to be said, Andy's eco is really not good. Okay, he's building a TC back here. He's got stone, berries, and a wood line. It's actually a nice TC spot, despite it being right up in Margougou's base. Gotta be careful, though. This house is going down. Organ guns can walk in. We're going to need more than just battering rams here to keep the king alive. Are there still scouts here? There are, so the king can't evacuate on this side. King's going to run into the back. We need more walls here, probably. Oh, is there still a building in the way here? That's unfortunate. Couldn't see it with the castle there, but there was a second house in the way still. Okay. House goes down. Now we can walk in. Organ guns. Okay, we're making a little base back here. I think it's still... maybe not, actually. Is this closed? Maybe. Can still get in a lot of damage on this wood line, though, even if we don't find the king back here. This is very bad for Andy. Rams putting in work at the front, but the mangonel has arrived, so I don't think the rams are going to actually snipe this castle down. Okay. Mangonel comes out for Andy now. That's going to be able to clear up the organ guns. Ooh. And, ooh, they all go down. That was a really nice attack. Pathing was rough there for Margougou. He kept clicking farms, attacking them instead of moving as well. But Andy's eco is shredded here. Petards finish the job on the castle. Okay. That's big, actually. That's really big. What's going on elsewhere? Andy just clearing up some leftover buildings over here. King still chilling out. This is second and third TC for Margougou. His eco is going to be all over the map. This is a very broken up nation that Margougou is founding here. Mangonel versus Mangonel. This is actually kind of important. If Margougou loses... Okay, fine, the TC goes up. I was going to say that Mango could deny the TC, theoretically. Okay, are we able to settle into a slightly more normal game? Obviously, it's never going to be super normal, because we've got TCs everywhere for both players. But... okay, Andy's getting some relics, and he's bringing them into Margougou's base. Because that's, I guess, his safest base is this one. Monk's going down to the organ guns, though. Margougou is camping this relic as well, if Andy's trying to get that one. More mangonels have arrived at Margougou's most forward base. They're going to start taking out the TC. We'll see if Margougou can pull off some great mangonel micro here. Good dodge. Margougou is trying to stay up on the hill here, which I suppose he can kind of do. Don't really want to be engaging on the TC from this angle, because Margougou can hop out with a mangonel and usually get one kill for free. Third mangonel here for Andy. Organ guns have arrived in Andy's forward economy, I guess. I should stop saying forward and back, because I don't know where the lines are really drawn anymore. And yeah, this is why you don't want to hang out right by the Siege Workshop. It does get away only going 1 for 1, so that's not too bad. Petards coming in. There are some leftover petards here. They're taking out the Siege Workshop. Okay. Probably worth it, to be honest. Was there still a mangonel back here for Margougou? It rolled in the other direction, okay. So this TC's probably going to go down. Unless we get a castle in here. I don't know if you can place a castle in here, though. Another siege workshop behind. Margougou's got a castle loaded up. Andy's broken into the main base of Margougou. There's no king to be found, though. And organ guns are here to clear up the raid, I think. Maybe? Okay, Margougou was thinking about a castle there, but decided to go for one back here instead. For a second, I was like, did he lose a castle? But no, he did delete it. Andy trying to go for a TC here, but for some reason, this is where the mangonel was sitting for Margougou. Knights are going to come over and clear that up. Forward TC for Margougou. He's repairing it, which feels really bad. Loses the mangonel there. Good micro for Andy. I think you have to give up on this position. You can't repair this anymore. There's another mangonel coming out, but you're going to soak up hundreds and hundreds of wood into this TC trying to keep it alive. You can't even garrison the TC. It's too weak. Oh boy. This is ugly. This is really ugly. Okay, mangonel does arrive, but there's a knight here. We can't even really garrison the TC. There is a monk here. Wait a minute. Monk gets domed. All three mangonels go down, though. So technically, we've held this position if we're Margougou. TC here for Margougou feels very aggro. Even though it's in the back of his base, technically, it feels very aggro. Okay, Andy doing a bit of a migration over to this TC now. Who's winning? Margougou has a 14 villager advantage. Feels like Andy has pretty good map control right now, though. I guess. Another TC here for Andy. Andy is one of the originators of when in doubt, boom it out mindset. Andy loves a good 4 or 5 TC boom. And Andy getting armor for the knights, probably a good idea. Also, yep. We've reached the point where the middles are colliding here. Don't know how Andy has not killed any of these villagers. Feels like a lot of these hits have been dead center, but... Okay, Margougou's going to have to pull back off of this wood line. King's still chilling in the back. Andy has not healed that king, by the way. He's had monks all over the place. I guess most of them have been up here, though. I guess all of them have been up there. I thought there was... I guess, yeah, he hasn't even gotten that relic, so... Alright, here we go. We've got... I don't know where these villagers are going. They're going down here. But we've got a lot of knights here. They are Teuton knights, so they take a long time to convert. And they can snipe down the siege. They can snipe down the archers. Force the villagers to garrison, and the mangonels are behind this to deal with this TC. So I think... Finally, Margougou's going to have to abandon this area. He's got villagers running out the back, but they're getting chased down. Andy thinking about a wall here. Yes, siege workshop block on the villagers running away, so they're going to die. Villagers making a run for it here as they have to get, eject out of the TC. And we're losing a lot of eco. Margougou was, what, 14 vills ahead? We're now even. And, well, we're not going to be even for long as Margougou continues to lose villagers on the pullback here. It's 89 to 93 now. Andy has taken the villager lead for maybe the first time today. Tom Cruise, welcome. How's it going today? Stable, another stable here for Andy. Pikes are doing their best against the knights, but it's definitely awkward. Not bad trying to stay cool. Yeah, it's the heat waves have returned for sure. They have for sure returned. I've got the AC going. Okay, Andy is finally able to put a TC in his own base. He's covered the entire map. Is this the fifth? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, fifth TC here for Andy. Margougou's dropping a castle here of all places. Does it go up with the Mangonel rolling in? There's only 4 villagers. I think this is a doubt castle. There's monks here too. This is for sure a doubt castle. 85%. And he deletes it. No, Margougou, not like this. Oof. He got back like 80 stone from that. That's really bad. But, okay. Andy's forward TC is now getting pushed back with a castle and organ guns. So maybe we can finally reclaim our own halves of the map. Also worth noting, I guess it was only 1 relic there for Andy. But there is a relic in there. Andy's floating a lot of gold as well. Getting monk upgrades. Margougou's eco is numbers-wise not too bad, but it feels like he hasn't been able to work. Okay, he's going to buy his way up to Imp. He sells 700 wood and 900 stone to click up to Imp here. That's crazy. But Imperial Age is going to be on the way here for Margougou. Click up! Margougou! Click Imp! What are we doing? We just sold 700 stone to click up to Imp. Why are we not clicking up to Imp? Okay, we've got other things to worry about. Knights are in the eco. Everywhere. Quick walls here are beautiful. The quick walls have delayed Margougou's Imp by like 30 seconds at least by now. Villagers going down. Eco KD is 37 to 8, which is not ideal. Andy's just punching this siege workshop down with villagers. This has been a messy game. This has been such a messy game. Andy has chewed through all that stone. He has 2 castles in the bank, though. Oh my god. Knights got in anyway. There was a hole somewhere here, I guess, or else the gates got opened. Margougou might be dead here. He's up to Imp, but he's lost so many villagers. Andy going for one of his castles there is maybe okay. Knights, well, they're not going to make it. Maybe a couple of them will. They have good armor because they're Teutons, right? Okay, three knights get away from the organ guns. Mangonel goes down, but gets a nice parting shot into the organs. King is on the move for Margougou. Did Andy research... Can you research whatever that tech is called in the Castle Age? It feels like he knew where he was, right? I didn't see... I think usually that's a notification over here. I didn't see it, but... Okay, Margougou's going to wall his king in against this castle. It must have happened, I think. There's no reason those knights would have gone there right then. Imp on the way for Andy. He is going to be a minute and a half behind, but he's got so many knights, I don't know if it matters now. Man, it was looking good for Margougou too. The eco was so bad for Andy in like early Castle Age. But Margougou couldn't finish the job. Okay, knights have found the king, but can't get in there. Imp comes in. Gonna be a Treb out of this castle to start working away on this castle if possible. But the army is just really bad for Margougou. He's got a decent amount of pikemen, but it's not gonna be good enough against 20 knights on the field. Monasteries going down. Yeah, Margougou's completely cleared up back here. He's going to have to try to defend this trebuchet from the knights, but loses about half of his pikemen right back there. Quick walls, nice. No ballistics yet, and Bodkin's only coming in now, so the knights aren't taking that much damage from this castle. Castle back here for Andy to secure his main gold, and Margougou just GG's. He simply GG's as Imperial Age comes in. Oh, like, man, it was close, right? The organ gun push into the base was very close to killing this king. Even the archer was doing a lot of damage for a while there, but Andy did just enough.